How's it going? This is Gio. Welcome to the show. This is Quora Q&A. What we're gonna do today, like we do every other day, I'm trying to make this a daily thing. We are going to answer questions from Quora. Quora is a website where people ask you questions and then you answer them. And usually I'll go on to Quora and then I will answer the questions there and but I figured, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into some YouTube content, and I'll go ahead and answer the questions right here in front of you guys. That's what we're gonna do. So let's dive right into it. Got my coffee right here. We are ready to rumble. Oh, that's good stuff. I am bundled up and ready to rumble. I just got through taking a nice little shower, shaved up a little bit. I kept the landing strip right here. Bam. All right. Don't mind me. I'm a little weird. All right. Here we go. First question of the day. Let's dive right into it. Are there any computer graphic images that are widely considered fine art? Please include a pic in your answer. I can't think of any at this moment in time except the one that I did for an art gallery. I did a piece for an art gallery and I actually sketched it up and then I scanned it into the computer and then I finished it on GIMP. Okay, so I actually cut for a second because I actually do have an example. And okay, so the question I guess was, okay, so let me read the question again so that way we can get it right. Are there any computer images that are widely considered fine art? Please include a pic in your answer. And I actually do have a picture as an example, and it's this right here. This is a piece that I did for an art gallery called Arts Clayton Art Gallery over here in Georgia. And what I did is I took this sketch and then I drew it. And what I drew the sketch real quick, not digitally. I drew it on a piece of paper, and then I scanned it into the computer, and then I took it to GIMP, and then I detailed the rest of it in full color and all that, and then bam, there it is right there. And I actually got it printed up into a canvas, and into 6 canvases, and then I sold them over in the art gallery over there, Arts Clayton. And I actually won first place. I won the popular vote, and I won first place at the Circle of Life at the Circle of Life at the Circle of Life exhibition. Sorry, I'm kind of fading out here. And this is actually here. This is where. Let me see if it's still there. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess they're gone. Wow. I guess that it's not there anymore. But I did get put in the Henry News newspaper over there. I was interviewed over there, and I was actually put in the Henry News newspaper. But I guess they must have got rid of the website. Okay, well there goes that. I guess I should have kept I guess I should have kept one of the newspapers for myself, and so I could put it up on my wall. But I actually got one of the one of the medals, one of the medals. I got 2 medals for that, and yeah, that was a funny story about that. Well, anyway, so yeah, I won 2 medals, popular vote, and first in show. Good times. First time in an art gallery, and first time winning. So yeah, hopefully it won't be my last. Maybe I'll try again and I'll try to see what's up. Try to get into our gallery again one day. Gotta make those connections, you know. Uh okay, so next question. Is Mary Poppins too sacred for a reboot? Oh man, I am not a fan of reboots, but honestly, there's a Resident Evil game that's coming out, Resident Evil 2, and it is really good, and I think it will do great. In the it depends on how well they do with it. I think if they honestly, I would prefer a sequel to a reboot. That's just me. Mary Poppins. I think I when I was a kid, I used to watch. My parents put Mary Poppins on, and we watched that. You know, because I was a kid, and kids watch kid stuff and all that. There is a sequel that came out to Mary Poppins, and I think they did a pretty good job. I never got to see the sequel to it. It's an official sequel because in the movie the kids are grown ups, and now they got kids. I think is what it is, and now Mary Poppins is taking care of those kids. So I think it's an official sequel. I don't think Mary Poppins needs a reboot. Not everything needs a reboot. Some things should just be left as is, you know. Resident Evil 2, I think they're doing enough to expand on it for it to be a worthy rehash and updating the graphics. They're not just raising the resolution up to 1080p, you know, and leaving the graphics as is. They are redoing everything from the ground up, and I think that's a really good thing right there. Mary Poppins, though, man, leave Mary Poppins alone. You know, let's just move forward, come up with new stories, new mythos for the kids. That's what I think. Anyways, next question. Can artists explain how their paintings work, or are they just following a general idea? Okay. See, this is what I think. This is what I know. Most artists, the ones that know what they're doing, and they can explain it because they follow the rule of thirds, and they have a certain composition that they go for. Like if they want to do a spiral composition, then they'll draw the painting according to that composition, or if they want to do a triangular composition, then they'll follow that composition. Um, Me, I follow a general idea. I get an idea and I just draw it. That's me. I never go by any composition personally, so maybe that's just me being an amateur, I guess. I guess I'm gonna be called an amateur all my life because I'm never gonna follow a composition. So, but I do want to draw memorable art, and I think any artist worth their salt really just wants to draw memorable art. I don't think they should adhere to a certain rule, like a rule of composition, the rule of thirds, and all that stuff. I'm just, I'm a different kind of artist. That's just the way that I am. Thank you for the question. Pete Combs asked this question. Pete, you are asking a lot of questions, and I like that. Thank you. Keep asking questions, Pete. I got answers for you, my friend. He works at the Google Cultural Institute. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lives in London. All right. Next question by R.C. Moore. Farmer XYZ. I don't know what that means, but he's got a bachelor's in computer science and mathematics at Stanford University. Pretty cool. Okay, here we go. What have you seen in a museum that made your eyes roll as an artist? Okay, I got a story about this. Uh, Back when I was married, I had a stepdaughter, and I took her to an art museum. It was pretty fun. We had this thing that we. I know you're not supposed to watch Battle Royale with the kids, but I did. And there was this part in Battle Royale where the bus with the kids drives under the overpass, and then they get gassed. So when we were driving to the art museum, we were like, Battle Royale! We would yell Battle Royale every time we went under an overpass on our way to the art museum. I thought that was hilarious. Um, we're Battle Royale! Like every single time. It was hilarious. Good stuff. Oh man. Um, so yeah, when we got to the art museum, I was walking with Marcella, my stepdaughter, and we got to this art piece, and it was for It was four canvases of different colors. It was like red, white, blue, and yellow. I think it was, and they were on different. They were just pure colors on each side of the wall. They called it an installation. I'm that's being generous. And I asked the guy after he got through talking to the kids. I'm like, how much? It's out of curiosity. How much did you guys pay for this? He was like $2 million, and I'm like, and he was like, well, it's supposed to inspire you into feeling something, you know? It's supposed to you're supposed to fill in the blanks. How did this make you feel? And I was like, I feel like you got ripped off. This is a scam. This is a scam. You guys got ripped off for $2 million for an installation that's just four different canvases on each side of the wall. There's no skill here. You got ripped off. And he was like, well, we all have different opinions. I'm like, you know what? I guess we do. I guess we got different opinions. And I left it at that. And I'm like, I whispered to my stepdaughter. I was like, got ripped off. We both had a laugh. Good times, good times. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Thank you, RC Moore, for the question. Next question is by Jelani Foreman, managed CEO of Rocks and Stone, studied at Redford High School. Pretty cool. All right. What is the annual salary of a comic strip and comic book artist? Oh, the annual salary. Not enough, Jelani. Not enough. To be honest, and to be I don't keep up with my annual salary. I don't make enough to live on. I have other sources of income. That's it. I don't make enough to live on. That's it. That's just it right there. We don't make enough. There's not enough people out there wanting comic artists to do their work for them. And if they do, they want us to do it for free. It's a battle just to get somebody to not be like, hey, we'll pay you on the when we get paid. I'll pay you when we get paid. And you know what? Honestly, I could go on all day about this, but there are other questions. Thank you, Jelani, for the question. Oh, it's a frustrating topic, but you know what? I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, So I'm gonna go ahead and just move on with that. Thank you, Jelani, for the question. Next question. Alex Elliott. 17 years experience in finance, loves all the arts. Lead consultant of Capgemini Consulting Global. Very good. Very good. And the question is, if you had to pick an artist, a musician, politician, a writer, an athlete, a scientist, and a chef to dinner, who would you pick? Okay, dead or alive? Okay. Okay, for the artist, I would pick Yasuhiro Naito, the artist for Trigun, because I want to pick his brain. He's got so many good ideas, and he's a great freaking artist, man. Yasuhiro Naito, and Masashi Kishimoto. I would want to discuss storyline with him and how to tell a story with art because he does such a great job with Naruto. Yeah, Naruto. I like Naruto. I mean, and Tai Kubo. Oh man, I know. You said I said pick one artist, but man, you know what? I think I would rather have a bunch of artists over for dinner instead of everybody else. Let's substitute a politician or two, okay? Because I don't know, man. Okay, a musician, Immortal Technique. I would like Immortal Technique to come over and have dinner with me, so we could chill and hang out. That's that's what I want as a musician. A politician. Oh man, JFK. I'd want JFK to come over and have dinner with me. That's the politician. A writer? Mm, the writer for Battle Angel Alita, who's also the artist, because I like his writing style. He comes up with a lot of good ideas. An athlete, Michael Jordan. MJ, number 23. I'd invite Michael Jordan over just so we could discuss. I think that'd be more for my dad though. So my pops would be there too, of course, and he would talk with Michael Jordan. I think he'd be geeking out straight. I think he'd be straight geeking out if he saw Michael Jordan and he'd be like, "Ooh, let me get your autograph." Just saying. A scientist. A scientist. Hmm. I don't know any scientists by name. I guess one of the people that's working on the Hadron Collider. And I guess I would ask him, aren't you worried that interdimensional creatures are going to come into our dimension and eat us alive? I guess that's the conversation that I would have with the guy. And the chef to dinner. Who? What chef? The guy that's always cursing and yelling and stuff. I can't remember his name. Gordon Ramsay. I'd invite Gordon Ramsay over. He seems like it would be a good time to hang around. So yeah, I'd be like, "Hey Gordon, what you think of this? Absolutely atrocious, disgusting. Oh, send it back. Is this cooked? Is this cooked? Jesus Christ, bollocks!" I'd love to have that guy over. He sounds like he'd be fun to hang out with. Thank you, Alex Elliott, for the question. That was fun to answer. Okay. Why are there so many artists, authors, and musicians who seem to have been unappreciated whilst they're alive, but become appreciated after their death? What happens to change this? Okay, I'll tell you why. When the artist is alive, he can continue creating and producing new art. This goes for authors and musicians. Musicians can continue to keep creating new music. Authors can continue to creating new books to write and stuff like that. It's the same with artists. And they go unappreciated because no one's looking for them. And the reason they're not looking for them is because they are still able to create more art. Their art, their books, their music is not a rarity until they die. Their music is no longer being able to be created because they're dead. Authors are not able to create more books because they're dead. Artists are no longer create their art in their style because they're dead. And as soon as they're dead, their art becomes a rarity. And rarities become more expensive for collectors. And collectors are the ones that really seek out rare items to put into their collection. So that way they can say, look, this is a Geo 1981. This was when he was first born. He scribbled out some sort of weird drawing of a dinosaur. Isn't that interesting? He died around the age of 40 years old. I don't know. He's no longer with us. He died in obscurity. Nobody knew who he was. And nobody will ever have another one like his art here because I collected it. And I'm special now. That's it. It's the rarity of it. That's why we go unappreciated until we die. Because we're still creating stuff. So that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Um Thank you for the question, Alex Elliott. I appreciate you. Thank you for asking, Alex Elliott. Lead consultant at Gemini Consulting. Oh, I already said that. Okay. Next question comes from Ashley Mint, and this will be the last question because I am nearing the 20-minute mark. Okay. If your spouse or significant other is not an artist like you are, what do you like about being with being with or married to a non-artist? If your spouse or significant other is not an artist like you are, what do you like about being with or married to an artist? Okay. Ashley Mintz. She's an artist. Um, okay. This is not a very safe for work answer. Um, sex. We enjoy each other's sex. That's one thing. We enjoy watching movies. This is a very adult answer. It's not just. That's my timer. 20 minutes is up. But I'm gonna answer Ashley's question here. Um, for one thing, we have our sex in common. We enjoy having sex with each other, and we enjoy each other's company, just being around each other. Um, Back when I was married, we used to go out and eat over at a hot wings place over there, and we would order the hot wings over at Rooster. It was a chicken wing place called Rooster, and we would sit down and we would enjoy each other's company. I would just like being there with her, and I'd ask her, "How's your chicken, baby?" And she's like, "Delicious." I'm like, "Man, this is the best chicken I ever had." And we just sit there and we just enjoy being with each other. Movies. We enjoy movies. I never seen Memento, but I did like cerebral type movies. So we sat there and we watched Memento for the first time, and she never seen A Beautiful Mind. So we sat there and watched that, and we enjoyed each other's company sitting there watching that. And I told her she was my Jennifer Lawrence, and yeah, yeah. There are other ways to have things in common with somebody other than artwork,. And you don't always have to be. And she was always a fan of my art, so I always appreciated that. You know, she was uh she was supportive too, and I try to be supportive of her too in whatever endeavors that she tried to undertake. So yeah, and yeah, we enjoyed each other's sex. We enjoyed that. It was great. We we lasted 8 years together. We kept it interesting. So we had a great time together. Um, Unfortunately, things change, and it's just things just don't last. I guess that's what they don't tell you in the fairy tales, kids. Anyways, when you're a kid, they tell you everything lasts forever, and that is just not true. So, so yeah, that's the other ways that you can enjoy your significant other if they're a non-artist. Don't hide your art from them. Pull them into it. Ask them, "Hey, baby, what you think about this? What you think about that?" Take their opinion into consideration. Think about it, and yeah, just always include them. Uh, that's it. That's the and keep it interesting sexually. It's just, that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you, Ashley Mintz, artist, 2018 to present. Keep up the good work. And apparently you graduated AAS Music Technology and Visual Arts, Nashville State Community College. That's what's up. Congratulations. All right. Have Where we're gonna pick off next is Rich Simmons. Your questions will be answered. Come hella high water, my friend. Your questions will be answered. That's what we're gonna pick off next time. Alright guys. Alright guys and ladies. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this question and answer along with me. This is completely and utterly unrehearsed. All these questions are dropped on me at real time as you see it. Unrehearsed, raw, and straight to your mama and papa, baby. That's what it is. Alright? Thank you very much for tuning in. I got my own books that I'm putting out. This is my manga Eternal right here. If you can get a good look at that, bam. 133 pages. If you want to get your own copy, just hit me up privately, private message. Get your own copy of Eternal. Bam. Hit me up private message no matter where you are, on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, wherever you see this, just hit me up. Bam. And we'll work it out. PayPal. Send the $12 PayPal. And shipping and handling probably like $250, around $250. And I'll get that out to you. Alright. Thanks a lot for sticking with me, for hanging out. I appreciate you. Subscribe to my YouTube. The description has a whole bunch of different links to different social networks that I am in. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. Take care. Peace.